Tyne Archives and Museums runs 9 museums and galleries across Tyneside, and we also look after the archives of the whole of Tyne and Wear. So we look after the whole kind of history of our area, all of our artefacts, all of our archives, our amazing artworks, and we attract nearly 1 million visitors every year to those venues. We have about 270 members of staff, and they work in all sorts of areas, whether that's in our cafes or front of house looking after visitors, or finance people behind the scenes, or marketing people, all sorts of different roles that you might not expect running museums and galleries. Because we work so closely with communities across the North East, we understand how many people are struggling during the cost of living crisis. And that's no different for our own staff. We employ people at all different levels within our organisation, and we know that some of them are struggling with financial hardship. So we really wanted to make sure that we were doing everything we could to address that financial hardship and make changes where we could. Helping people in our communities who are struggling with poverty, particularly families with children who are struggling with poverty, is really important to us. It's one of our core values that applies to our staff and all of our visitors. So now, with the support of the Combined Authority, we've started to deal with our staff team and how we can support them. We're really turning our attention to how do we make our venues the best possible that they can be for those people in our communities that are struggling.
We've had a wide range of support from Society Matters, probably over the last 18 months. Initially, our HR team and our volunteering team attended some really thorough, interesting training. So 2 different courses that were delivered by experts within the organisation, and they gave us a really good understanding about some of the challenges that our staff would face, a really good overview of how poverty impacts people, and also a really good insight into the benefit system. So in addition to that, Society Matters also facilitated making a needs survey for our staff. So they put together a confidential survey that they shared with all of our staff. They collated all the results of that, and they presented us a really comprehensive report summarising what impacts in-work poverty has on our workforce. We shared all the survey results with our leadership team, in particular the comments that were made throughout the survey, and they really understood the impact that in-work poverty could have on our staff as a result of that. Some of the quotes from staff were quite hard-hitting, although a lot of our staff are managing, there are some staff who are struggling, and it was really important to share that, so our leadership team understood the importance of the work that we're doing. We're obviously keen to make sure that we poverty-proof our venues for the public, but it's really important as part of that we also support staff as well. However, within that results, there was some staff who were really struggling. We've got a number of temporary staff and also staff on part-time contracts, and the survey results really showed that the impact was impacting them more than some of our other staff. The other information that came through in the report was that our staff who've got families were struggling in some cases, and a lot of our staff were making sacrifices for themselves to make sure that their children didn't miss out. So Society Matters recommended that, particularly for staff who are on lower incomes, that they should all carry out a benefits check to see if they're entitled to any benefits at all. We've now incorporated that in our induction process, so it's in the induction kind of briefing, so all staff who join the organisation are advised to do that. I mean, that's a super simple change, which actually for some people could make a real difference if they are entitled to benefits and hadn't realised. Some of the other changes have been harder, so in the last 12 months we've introduced a virtual credit card, which has really been put in place to make sure that we prevent staff having to use their own money to spend on expenses or to buy products for work of this. So that's been really useful, so we know that the information that we're sharing is getting through to people who need it. We know there's always different ways to share information though, so we've been looking at how we can share that. We definitely recommend working with Society Matters. They've got such a huge range of expertise within the organisation. For a very small organisation, they've got a huge range of expertise, and we've really been able to work with them, take advantage of that where we haven't got in-house skills. The level of feedback we got with the survey results was amazing, really in-depth, exceeded our expectations, the information that we received as a result of that. So I'd recommend all organisations consider taking part in the survey if they have the opportunity to do that, to get that insight into the challenges that are facing their staff.